First is that when Christ is over your work can become worship. Look in verses 22 and 23. Not by way of eye service as people pleasers, but with sincerity of heart, fearing the Lord. Whatever you do, work heartily, as for the Lord and not for men. Work can be worship because it is for God and not for man. Everything, including your work, can be an act of worship before the holy and living God. Romans 12:1 says, I appeal to you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Wherever you and your body go should be where you are obeying and following Christ. And that includes the workplace. That phrase, in whatever you do, is doing a lot of heavy lifting in our text, because some of you might be already thinking like, well, I just take phone calls. That's all I do. I answer a phone, or I just stock shelves. I file paperwork. I just do some landscaping, or I'm just a stay-at-home mom. Does any of that count? Absolutely. It all counts. Everything you do in your life, including your work, it counts. It matters before the Lord. My youngest son, who will actually be here third service, he has a side hustle picking up dog poop. Do I want to hear about it at lunch? Nope. But is he doing it for the glory of God? Yep. You can even scoop poop to the glory of God. You can do it. Every moment. Yeah, you like changing diapers? No, but you can do it for the glory of God. You can do all the things that you might not enjoy doing. You can do it for his glory. It doesn't say in the text, only if you work at a church, or only if your job is like super important in the eyes of the world. If you have the potential to change the world with what you do. It says, whatever you do, and this is a constant theme with the Apostle Paul. He taught the Corinthian church the same thing. 1 Corinthians 10:31 says, whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do all to the glory of God. But don't confuse whatever you do with do whatever. I'm not saying be a crack dealer for the Lord. If you've got an appointment to deliver, cancel it, okay? Or receive, okay? Pick up or deliver. Any drugs, just say no, unless it's prescribed by a doctor. I don't know. If your work is honest and honorable, it matters. It's worship. Why? Because the real boss is watching. It says to work not by way of eye service, but heartily. There's a sincerity that comes not just when eyes are on you, or not just to get eyes on you, but because the eyes of God are already on you. He's watching what you're doing. He knows what you've said. He knows what you've done. He knows your attitude toward work. He's not surprised. You ever watch that show, Undercover Boss? And like, Jesus is your undercover boss. He pulls off the wig. Surprise! I saw it all. I know what you've got going on. I know your attitude. I know your approach to work. Jesus is in the break room. He's in the Zoom call. He knows that you have a suit up on top and underwear on the bottom. He knows. Tried to get away with it. It's comfortable. It was gross. He's riding shotgun in the delivery van with you. He's there. You might think your manager holds the power over you, but you actually report to the king. Work is worship because of who Christ has called you to be. And so your character matters more than your compensation. Your boss might write your checks, but the king defines your calling. A company that you work for, they might hand out a title to make you feel good, but it's Christ that gives you your real purpose. You don't just work for Jesus, but you work out of his example, who the Bible says took on the form of a servant himself. So yes, whether you're flipping burgers or leading a meeting in a boardroom, it's all sacred. It all matters.